Kenya and South Africa are popular destinations for safari holidays. These two countries offer a wide range of wildlife experiences, including big game such as lions, elephants, and rhinos. Nonetheless, these two countries also differ when it comes to their ecosystem, cost of travel, weather, and cultural experiences. In this video, we'll explore some of the differences between Kenya and South Africa safari to help you decide which one is the best fit for your dream vacation. The cost of a safari holiday in either Kenya or South Africa depends on a variety of factors, including the length of your trip, the level of accommodation you choose, and the activities you want to do. Generally speaking, safari holidays in Kenya are less expensive compared to those in South Africa. This is because the cost of living in Kenya is generally lower than in South Africa, and there are more affordable accommodation options available. Having said that, it is also possible to find affordable safari options in South Africa as well. You could, for example, stay in a budget-friendly guest house or campsite, or go on a self-drive safari rather than a guided tour. Overall, the best way to travel affordably to either Kenya or South Africa is by looking into different tour operators and comparing prices. You should also consider the time of year you plan to travel, as prices can vary depending on the season. Both Kenya and South Africa have different weather patterns due to their location on the continent. Kenya, for instance, has a tropical climate with two rainy seasons: the long rains from April to June, and the short rains from October to November. The rest of the year is relatively dry, with temperatures ranging from hot and humid to cool and dry. South Africa, on the other hand, has a Mediterranean climate with hot, dry summers and cool, wet winters. The eastern and southern parts of the country are particularly mild, with wet winters and hot, dry summers. Basically, the best time to visit either Kenya or South Africa for a safari holiday depends on your personal preferences and the type of wildlife you want to see. Some people prefer to visit during the dry season when the vegetation is thinner and it is easier to spot animals, while others prefer to visit during the rainy season when the landscape is lush and green. Kenya and South Africa are both popular destinations for safari holidays, and overall, both countries are safe for tourists. However, as with any international travel, it is important to be aware of your surroundings and take appropriate safety precautions to protect yourself and your belongings. Such safety considerations include: Number 1, the ability to be aware of the wild animals. While seeing wildlife up close can be an amazing experience, it is also important to remember that wild animals can be dangerous. Therefore, the need to follow the guidance of your safari guide and keep a safe distance from wildlife. Number 2, always protect yourself against sun exposure. The sun in Africa can be intense, especially at higher altitudes. Therefore, the need to carry sunscreen lotion, wear a hat and protective clothing, and stay hydrated to protect yourself from sun exposure. Number 3, be sure to drink only bottled water, avoid eating raw or undercooked food, and practice good hygiene to reduce the risk of getting sick while on safari. Finally, as with any destination, it is important to be aware of your surroundings and take steps to protect yourself and your belongings from crime. This may include avoiding carrying large amounts of cash or valuables, keeping your belongings in a safe place, and being aware of your surroundings at all times. By following these and other common sense safety precautions, you can help ensure that your safari holiday in Kenya or South Africa is a safe and enjoyable experience. Kenya and South Africa are both diverse and vibrant countries with rich cultures that have been shaped by a range of influences, including indigenous traditions, colonialism, and globalization. The Kenyan culture includes a mix of African, Arabic, and European influences. This country is home to more than 40 different ethnic groups, with English and Swahili being the country's official languages. South African culture, on the other hand, incorporates a range of African, European, and Asian cultures, with English, Afrikaans, and Zulu being the country's official languages. Generally, both Kenya and South Africa have a strong tradition of hospitality, and visitors are welcomed with open arms. If you are planning a visit to either country, the best way to experience the local culture is through activities such as visits to cultural sites, participation in traditional festivals and ceremonies, and interactions with local people. It's difficult to say which country is the best for your safari holiday, as it really depends on your personal preferences and what you are looking for in a safari experience. In fact, the best choice for you will depend on your budget, specific interests, and what you hope to experience during your safari.